Hey, good Saturday evening to you all. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and hope you guys are safe. And here is the final reveal to the AMT 1977 International Off-Road Scout SS2. And there she is, guys, all done. I gave her a nice weathering on the fender areas, right below the cutouts for what would be the doors. I weathered it, and yeah, she looks good. She came out really nice. You can see I got the bull bar there. We got the lights. You can see I put the International Harvester decorative plate on the front there, and yeah, she's got a really nice dusting. You can definitely tell that this thing went out for some off-road fun. So I'm really glad that I used the 78-79 wagon wheels that came with the 78-79 Bronco, because like I said before, those what they think are wagon wheels, I just can't stand. They just look too much like spokes, you know, like actual sticks or whatever. Just they don't look realistic. So I said, nah, I'm not doing that. So I'm glad I did what I did. It just adds to the realism. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. There's the back of it. You can see I dusted the rear bumper, and I went with the Washington plates. There's your tail lights. So yeah, there's your trim that goes along the railing of the back part there. I added a spare tire. I used a extra tire from the 78-79 Bronco, and then I used one of the rear stock wheels from the Scout here. And of course I threw a jerry can in the back as well. So you got everything you pretty much need to go off-roading. So yeah. Yeah, no, I'm really proud of this build. I'm happy with how it came out. The interior looks pretty good from there. So yeah, I did add the mirrors. The mirrors were kind of a pain in the butt. I had to do some cutting just for them to fit right. The left mirror actually fell off. I just re-glued it right before I started this video. So yeah, I figured, hey, you still got to have mirrors, you know. There's the antenna for the CB radio and the radio itself too. So my main annoyance with the final build, the final assembly, was the bumpers were a pain in the butt. They don't have good positive mounting locations. You just have to kind of, the little tab, the little pegs in the back, you just have to guide them right there with the inside of the frame rails and hold it as the glue sets. It's really a crappy design, so that the bumpers get low marks. The rear bumper wasn't as bad as the front, but yeah. Also, another issue, and one thing I really wish about this Scout 2 is that it was a 2-in-1. I wish it would have came with all stock parts. So, you know, like if I'd wanted to do just the stock engine with stock exhaust, I could do that. The seats, I'm not a fan of the seats that came with this thing. They're hideous looking to me. They belong in a drag car, you know. I wish this kit, like I said, I wish it would have came with stock bucket seats as opposed to these, because then if I wanted to use these, then fine, I could use these. But yeah, that's one complaint I have about this kit. It just, I don't feel like it had enough options, you know. Like I said, the seats on this thing are horrible. I hate them. They don't fit very well. I've actually had to reinstall them because they got knocked out easily. Definitely not a fan of them at all. So the seats get low marks as well. Another problem is the hood is very tight after you paint it. I actually, just to get it to go down, I actually had to sand it down to the bare plastic on both sides just to get it to go down all the way. Here's the engine detail. There's your International Harvester V8. For the most part, I didn't have any issues getting that in. That went in well. What I did have a problem with was the headers. The headers were a pain in the ass. I actually had to break them off the engine just to get the engine in, and then I had to guide the headers in from the bottom and do the best I could to line them up where they once were. You can see they're not perfect, but you get the basic idea. They're where they should be, but you can definitely tell where they broke off. Again, you know, just to me, not a very good design for this kit. That's just another flaw right there. I know I'm not the only one who's dealt with it. So, yeah, headers on these things are just such a pain in the butt. That's why I said I wish this thing would have just came with just stock like the hardtop Scout comes with, because I don't think I have the hardtop Scout too. I don't think it comes with headers. I think it comes with stock exhaust. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wish that this had more options, you know. Mainly the seats. The seats were just very annoying. I'm not at all a fan of them. It would have been nice if this came with a back bench seat too, if I wanted to use that, because I know they have them. Seen real pictures, obviously. Yeah, and also the windshield is another thing that's kind of annoying. The windshield is a piece of clear plastic that you have to cut out, and I did the best I could. You can see right there on the left side, it's not perfect. It's not seated all the way down, but it's better than nothing. You can tell that it's in there. But yeah, I just kind of ran some glue on either side there. It looks like it might have fogged a little bit. It doesn't really matter if it did or not. But yeah, that part's kind of annoying too. But hey, I made it work. So yeah, but you know, all in all, despite those flaws, this kit looks good. I'm proud of it. I would mostly recommend it if you're not into, I don't know, it could have better detail. I wish there was more under hood detail. There's no reason why it couldn't. You know, it could have a frickin' it could have a heater box. You know, it could have a brake booster master cylinder. There's no reason why it couldn't have an actual radiator. There's no reason why it couldn't have an overflow bottle. You know, they put a battery in it. Why couldn't they do the rest? So that's disappointing. And I know that the regular Scout is the same way. It's got the same basic, almost nothing under the hood. So yeah, so that's another turn off too, but it's okay. I'm proud of it regardless. It was fun. It was a fun, quick build. I made the best of it, and like I said, I weathered it and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these real quick so we can show off the underside. You gotta be careful here. Yep, there's the underside. You can see the side pipes there, and you can see where they glue into the headers. And yeah, there's the underside of the motor, and you know, your main drive line there, front drive shaft. Excuse me. But yep, that's it. I gave it a nice dusting under there. So yeah, so anyway, those are the main issues I ran into. If you've never built this kit, be prepared to deal with those same issues. As you can see, the hood still being a pain, but it's okay. It's better than it was. I do like, one of the big features I like about this particular kit, I do like how the grill is opened and you can see the radiator behind it. That is a really, really neat feature on this one. You don't get a lot of model kits that are like that, so that's a plus. I like open grills. So yeah, no, that's a good feature right there. I do know that the regular Scout does not have that, but I like that the SS off-road does. So yeah, anyway, so that's my take on the International Scout SS2. You can throw things in the back of it too, so that's a cool thing. I hope you guys enjoy it. definitely leave comments if you have any questions. As usual, feel free to ask. I can answer them to the best of my ability. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and we'll be doing the slideshow for it next. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Not sure what the next build is yet. Whenever I figure that out, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on it. So yeah, so stay tuned for whatever comes up. So all right, guys, enjoy. You guys have a good weekend and stay safe out there.